States HAARP program, High Auroral Area Research Program. Some say it's a whole different acronym for those who are in the know. Is a project that they have in Alaska and that they have ready to supposedly deal with over the ground, over the horizon contact with the United States troops or anyone else who chooses to buy into the program. They're saying that this is to help people to communicate in the armed forces or in the military or in government projects. The secondary thing is supposedly to find dormant mines, meaning in the ground, or dormant veins of precious metals by which they can mine it. The HAARP program has found that on the continent of Africa, which of course, as we know, is Kemet, there are large veins of gold and diamond, not only in the areas that they previously thought, but that are going halfway around our planet. And wherever a continent has these kind of deposits, you have not only wealth, but you have, as they're finding now, higher vibrations. Keep that in mind. What people covet, kill, and fight for, gold, diamond, silver, copper, are actually supposed to be used to raise vibrations. Within every human body is gold, copper, iron, bauxite, and some 38 other metals. Minerals and metals all comprise our blood, and you cannot have good blood without minerals, and minerals are no good without vitamins, and everything links together. When we see metals, and we begin to see these metals in an efficient form being utilized, we think of them as hardened things that can be worn. I have metals on here. Each of these metals you see is a magnet. I disguise my magnetic field by wearing them as jewelry. There are 2 magnets here. There are 4 magnets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 4 magnets here. These 10,000 gongs, or gauss and ohms, as they call it, of magnetism, are presently running through my body. We lack magnetism. We can't think straight. We can't think long. We can't think in complicated form. Our glands are out of order. One way to align it is using a magnetic field. And you can use that by wearing it on your body. The blood is made up of the same thing. What does this have to do with the HAARP program? Everything to do with the HAARP program. Wherever you have a continent or a landmass, or if you live on a mountain, or you live in the water, and these things are prevalent, you live better, your organs work better, your hormones are secreted better, and better yet, your brain can adjust to different frequencies and begin to utilize what it's supposed to be. They say we use less than 1/10 of our brain. I think we use less than 1/10 of 1% of our brain. I'm not trying to be egotistical because I am a victim of that. I'm trying to do something about that when I found out how dumb I was. Not because I'm a dumb person, I think I'm an intelligent person. But the brain doesn't have the power to do half the things it's supposed to do. That's one of the reasons why earlier you heard me say we have an electromagnetic field. And the power to start to really use our deeper side, our hindbrain, you want to call it that, is just coming back to the planet. It was taken away and adjusted so that anybody on this planet could only reach a certain amount of intelligence. I don't even call it intelligence, I call it spirituality. Deeper thinking. The world within is the hidden key for everything on this planet and the reason why we're going through all the changes that we are going through. If you don't feel we're going through changes, you're not listening to the news, or I don't know where you've been keeping yourself. Everything you can imagine, every phylum, every mineral, every insect, everything is coming into juxtaposition and fighting each other. Everything is trying to change frequency. I go back by saying, and this could really, to take you back to ground zero, a man by the name of Nikola Tesla, a Hungarian Austrian, at the turn of the century, came up with a new principle. It really wasn't new, but he called it a new principle. And by the way, he said it was given to him by people from Venus. This is what they never tell you. And this new principle involved a coil that he created called a Tesla coil, named after him. He stated, He did not originate this. This was given to him by extraterrestrials. And in deeper metaphysics, you must separate extraterrestrials from aliens. An alien is anything that is intelligent, that exists in the cosmos. I didn't say solar system, I didn't say universe, I didn't say constellation, I said what? Cosmos. Anything that is intelligent. And there are things supposedly intelligent in this cosmos that you wouldn't dream of, or maybe you would, because the movies are bringing it out. It didn't say it had to be humanoid, have a head and 2 arms, 2 legs, and a trunk. It said intelligence. Now, anything that is humanoid, has a head, 2 hands, trunk, feet, is extraterrestrial, meaning it has an intelligence that has either been on a planet like this, exists somewhere on this planet, or one like that. Therefore, they're usually more empathetic or sympathetic if they exist. Okay? The HAARP program is said to be able to upgrade communication. The secondary thing HAARP said was that it could now dig deep into the ground with these energy rays and find out where caverns are, where anything in the earth going all the way down to 600 miles could be. And there's a deeper reason for that, not only to find out where all the gold and silver and so-called precious metals and minerals are, but to also find out where underground caverns are and underground tunnels.